We have in Hollywood back on IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. Got a few things we want to go through today, so let's get started. First and foremost, there is rumor out there that Rihanna has had her child. Now, a lot of people are speculating that she had a boy today. We have not got 100% official confirmation as of yet. But that is the word that is circulating around social media, that Rihanna had a baby boy, honey, Sap Rocky. I'm going to assume it was early hours of the morning. So congratulations to Rihanna if that is true. We'll keep you updated. Now we're going to talk about Trina. The rapper Trina is getting her own day, which is going to be May 14th from now on. She's also getting the key to the city in Miami. And this is big for Trina because it seems like over the last few years, Trina has really went unnoticed. And a lot of people have to remember, during the late 90s, early 2000s, it was Lil' Kim on the East Coast and Trina in the South. Trina was like the South Lil' Kim. So I'm glad Trina definitely deserves her flowers. I just want to ask everybody out there, do you think Trina is underrated? And where would you put Trina in the top females in the history of rap? Do you think Trina is underrated? And where do you put Trina in the top females in the history of rap? I'm glad this happened for Trina and she's getting her flowers while she's still here, because I think Trina goes underrated and underappreciated a lot of times. All right, so just remember, in the late 90s, early 2000s, Trina was like the Southern Lil' Kim. All right, so congratulations for Trina, the baddest bee. Now, next up, we're going to move on to these two weirdos, Scott Disick and Khloe Kardashian. So all of a sudden now, it's gone viral that Scott Disick is over flirty with Khloe Kardashian. Where has everyone been? So let me just give you the context here. Khloe posted a photo, I believe, in Scott Disick's clothing line, Talentless Hoodies or something like that. I believe that's Scott Disick's Talentless Hoodies. And he said, wear it well with that body, Khloe. Now, listen. Scott Disick has been flirting. Him and Khloe Kardashian have been flirting back and forth since when? 2000. Early 2000. Not early 2000. 2000 was the first time. Maybe 2017, 2018. If you don't remember, wasn't these two, didn't they used to do a podcast? And one time they were sitting in a hot tub, a bubble bath, doing a podcast? What do you think they had on in that bubble bath? Didn't Khloe one time DM Scott a picture of her vagina after she got it lasered? Why would she be sending a picture of her vagina to her sister's boyfriend? All right? You see them walking arm in arm. You see them walking closer than Scott. You see them showing more affection than Scott and Courtney. So everybody is all up and down. Oh my God, this is crazy. They've been doing this for years. I don't care what anyone says. I believe Scott and Khloe slept together. They could say whatever they want. The Kardashians and I'm gonna be honest. A lot of white people do this. Like, most black people, once we break up, that's it. You're not going to be going and hanging around my ex-girlfriend. Like my brother, like he gets close to one of my girls, and then I break up with the girl. My brother's not going to be going to dinner with my ex-girlfriend. So that, and most black guys don't do that. I've seen a lot of white people do that. Like, they don't even care. And the Kardashians do it all the time. Tristan had just dogged out Khloe. Next thing you know, Kim and her friend is having dinner with Tristan. Like, why? But these two are like that for sure. And Kendall does too. walks arm in arm with Scott. It's just weird. They're going out on a lunch date. Like, why are you hanging out with your sisters, uh, with your ex-girlfriend's sisters? He's made about 5 or 6 different, and then they try to say, "Oh, that's my brother." So your brother talks to you like that? Your brother flirt with you? One time he said, "Oh, Khloe, he was gonna hire her as a topless maid." A topless maid. So that's, and then she wants to say, "Oh, you guys are crazy. That's like my brother." So your brother talks to you like that? Well, if it's Rob, probably. But people's brothers and sisters. I've never made a comment about my sister's body. God bless the dead, when she was living. I never once made a comment. Oh yeah, I might hire you as a topless maid. Well, I wouldn't be topless. Oh, okay, bottomless. Like, stop it. And then Khloe wants to get mad when people say, "You two act like you slept together." Oh, can't you have a platonic relationship with someone talking like that? No. I've never had a platonic friendship with people that I talk to like that, talking about their body, sending them their vagina pic. Because if a girl wants to be platonic with you, she's not going to send you a picture of her vagina. So I'm sorry, Khloe. I don't believe you. You need more people. You and Scott has messed around before. Now, next. Musk says, "Hold it. Abort mission." No, he didn't say abort mission, but he says, "Hold up. Twitter deal is temporarily on hold pending details supporting calculation that spam fake accounts do indeed represent less than 5% of users." So I believe Elon Musk saw the reaction of people when he bought Twitter, and he's seen the amount of people that was like, a lot of people was like, "Nah, I'm not going to be messing with Twitter. It's going to be paid. It's going to be a paid service now." So people got out of Dodge early. And now he's seeing that, you know what, maybe it's not going to be worth that investment. So now he's using this as it's on hold until we figure out, I thought you said 5% of the users. Oh, okay. You said 4%? I thought it was 5. Well, I got to wait and have my people check it out. And I guarantee you he doesn't go through with this deal, or he tells Jack that he can give him less than that. I will have to do it for $20 billion, something like that. So keep your eye on that. I believe he changed his mind once he saw the reaction. Next up, Jada Pinkett and Chris Rock. Now there is a couple of blogs and YouTube, and we all know that we have to take it serious because they're like the new media now. The news is getting stuff from social media. So there's a couple of accounts that are saying that Jada Pinkett and Chris Rock had an affair, and that helped lead to the smack by Will Smith. Now, if you do go back to the In Case You Didn't Know blog, if you are following it, there was I don't know whether it was in the hot takes or whatever, but there was something where she said that around 2014, I think, Chris Rock tried to get at Jada Pinkett. But these articles are saying that they actually went ahead with an affair. And then once Chris continued to want to hook up with Jada Pinkett and she stopped answering his calls or said, "You know what, I don't want to do that, and my husband's not with it," or what have you, I believe Chris Rock started getting salty, and that's when I believe all of these jokes about Jada started coming out. Because this is like the third joke. Before Will smacked him across his face, he had made like 3 or 4 jokes about Jada. It seemed like he was just picking on Jada, right? So that could be something to it. Now, it's like I said, it's more than one blog saying it. But if Will Smith had all this pinned up, and remember, he said there's never been infidelity in our marriage, so that means whoever cheated on the other person, they must have come back to the other person and made it known. Or let them know, hey, I'm going to be going so-and-so. I'm going to be sleeping with Chris, or I'm going to be sleeping with, Anna, or whatever Will Smith's girl was, named were. But they're saying that Chris Rock didn't get respond back for Jada anymore, and he started feeling salty. And then Will Smith's punch. Part of it was that Chris Rock had slept with his wife. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Like I said, it's in a couple of blogs and YouTube right now. Let's see if it ends up going mainstream, like so many other stories have done. And it's okay. I'm a forgiving person. I don't keep throwing stuff back in your face like certain people and certain fan bases. I'm a forgiving person. I waited till it piled up. I ended up with about 15 different DMs, emails stating, Heaven, you were right. The documentary got scrapped. When people were yelling at me, screaming, talking about, she didn't get scrapped, she's still filming it. What does she come out and say? And she doesn't even want to talk about it because she really can't. And I'll tell you why. She really can't talk on the documentary because at this current moment, Nicki Minaj does not hold the rights to her own documentary. And the reason for that is your boy, Irving Azoff, the snake. The person who I told Nicki Minaj to never let be your manager. It would end up hurting her more than helping her. And what happened was Irvin was the one who helped ink the deal with HBO Max. All right? In order to help link the deal to HBO Max, as I told people before, you have to give up your intellectual property to do this, to do a documentary with a big network like HBO. HBO makes everyone give up. So it's not just a Nicki thing. They make everyone give up their intellectual property if they're going to fund and present their documentary. Now, Irving Azoff is tied into that. But here's the problem. Irving is no longer Nicki's manager. So Nicki has tried to get back behind the scenes. She's trying to get back the rights to a documentary. There is a certain time, a certain statute of limitations that HBO Max has to put this doc out. So that's the reason why she said it's not going to be done now. It'll come on when it's ready. So what happens is HBO Max can put the doc on the shelf for as long as they have the rights. I don't know whether they have the rights for 3 years. I don't know if they have the rights for 5 years. Well, whatever the case they have the rights for, if that documentary is not out within that certain amount of time that they have the rights, then the rights would go back to Nicki Minaj. If she was the sole property owner of these rights. But here's the one problem is, I'm hearing that Irvin and Nicki Minaj had the rights to it because Nicki was pretty adequate in thinking that this documentary was supposed to be out already. But then there was issues they ran into with the content and lawyers and showing this and what footage they could show, and then the whole thing with the lawsuit, the lawsuit that's happening came up. So HBO Max wanted to fall back, and then remember there was that big social media, not gonna say scandal, but dust up that she had with Don Lemon and people like that, and the whole thing she made about the vaccine and all that fake stuff, that fake beef that they started with Nicki on social media. That also played a part in it. So they were like, we want to see how all this plays out. So Irvin and Nicki Minaj did not part on good terms. Like I told y'all, Irvin is a 80-year-old man, damn near. You know, he never should have been managing Nicki Minaj from the beginning. He never should have been managing Nicki Minaj. So, and now, behind the scenes, she's got other issues with Irving. So, it's okay. I forgive you guys. Just learn how to listen to me. So, yes, that's the end game in that. Once the statute of limitations is off, it's passed, and if they have not put that documentary out, then the intellectual property goes back to Nicki Minaj. If you don't believe me, look that up. HBO, a big network like HBO, is never going to present someone's documentary if they don't have the intellectual property rights. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.